Welcome to a journey through time and space, where ancient history collides with futuristic visions, and the past reveals secrets that challenge our understanding of humanity's origins. Today, we explore a groundbreaking theory that has sparked controversy and curiosity for decades: Erich von Däniken's visionary work, Chariots of the Gods. What if our ancestors were not alone in their development? What if the gods and deities revered in ancient times were in fact visitors from the stars? Settle in as we unravel the mysteries behind von Däniken's theories and explore the possibility that our history may be far more interconnected with the cosmos than we ever imagined. In 1968, the world was introduced to a book that would forever change the way we view our history. Chariots of the Gods: Unsolved Mysteries of the Past, by Erich von Däniken, proposed an idea that was as audacious as it was controversial: that ancient civilizations were visited by extraterrestrial beings who were mistaken for gods by our ancestors. But where did this revolutionary idea come from? And what evidence did von Däniken present to support his claims? Von Däniken, a Swiss hotelier with a fascination for ancient texts and artifacts, began to question the traditional narratives of history. As he traveled the world, he encountered structures and artifacts that defied conventional explanations. How, he wondered, could ancient people, with no access to modern technology, create such precise and monumental works? Pyramids, massive stone structures, intricate carvings, and advanced astronomical knowledge all pointed, in von Däniken's view, to the influence of a more advanced civilization. In Chariots of the Gods, von Däniken posed questions rather than answers. Could the gods depicted in ancient mythologies have been visitors from another world? Could the technological advancements of ancient civilizations have been influenced by extraterrestrial beings? Von Däniken's questions were provocative, and they struck a chord with a world that was beginning to look beyond its own borders, both on Earth and in space. The publication of Chariots of the Gods was met with both acclaim and skepticism. For some, von Däniken was a visionary who dared to challenge the status quo. For others, he was a charlatan, peddling pseudoscience. But regardless of where one stood, there was no denying the impact of his ideas. Von Däniken had opened the door to a new way of thinking about our past. A past that, according to him, was far more connected to the stars than we had ever imagined. The heart of von Däniken's theory lies in the interpretation of ancient artifacts and texts. He pointed to numerous examples from around the world, suggesting that these were not merely the products of human ingenuity, but the result of contact with extraterrestrial beings. But how convincing is this evidence? And what do mainstream archaeologists and historians make of von Däniken's claims? One of the most compelling pieces of evidence presented by von Däniken is the Piri-Reis map, a 16th-century map that appears to depict the coastline of Antarctica, centuries before it was officially discovered. Von Däniken argued that this map could only have been created with the help of aerial surveys, possibly conducted by ancient astronauts. Similarly, he pointed to the Nazca lines in Peru, suggesting that these massive geoglyphs were created as landing strips for extraterrestrial spacecraft. Von Däniken also drew attention to ancient texts, such as the Bible, the Mahabharata, and the Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh. He interpreted the descriptions of gods descending from the heavens, flying chariots, and fiery weapons as references to advanced technology brought to Earth by alien visitors. The story of Ezekiel's vision in the Bible, for example, was reinterpreted by von Däniken as a detailed account of an encounter with a spaceship. However, critics argue that von Däniken's interpretations are based on a misunderstanding or misrepresentation of ancient cultures. They point out that many of the artifacts and texts cited by von Däniken can be explained within the context of the time in which they were created. The Piri-Reis map, for example, may have been based on earlier maps that depicted the coastline of South America rather than Antarctica. The Nazca lines could have been created for religious or astronomical purposes rather than as landing strips. And the stories of gods and flying chariots could be metaphorical or symbolic rather than literal descriptions of extraterrestrial encounters. Yet the appeal of von Däniken's theories lies in their ability to make us question our assumptions. By suggesting that ancient people were not alone in their achievements, von Däniken challenges us to think more broadly about the origins of human civilization. Could it be that our ancestors were in contact with beings from another world? And if so, what does that mean for our understanding of history? Chariots of the Gods was more than just a book. It was a cultural phenomenon. Its success led to a wave of interest in ancient astronaut theories, spawning documentaries, television series, and a dedicated following of believers. But what was it about von Däniken's work that captured the imagination of so many people, and how has it influenced the way we think about the past? The late 1960s was a time of great change and upheaval. The space race was in full swing, with humanity on the verge of landing on the moon. The civil rights movement, the counterculture, and the rise of new religious movements were challenging the established order. In this context, von Däniken's ideas resonated with a public that was increasingly open to new possibilities and eager to explore the unknown. Chariots of the Gods tapped into a growing sense of curiosity about the universe and humanity's place within it. The idea that we might not be alone in the cosmos, and that our ancestors may have been in contact with extraterrestrial beings, was both thrilling and unsettling. It forced people to reconsider the traditional narratives of history, and to entertain the possibility that there was much more to our past than we had been taught. The success of Chariots of the Gods also helped to popularize the concept of ancient astronauts in popular culture. Television shows like Ancient Aliens and movies like Stargate drew heavily on von Däniken's ideas, introducing them to a new generation of viewers. Today, the concept of ancient astronauts is a staple of science fiction, and von Däniken's work continues to inspire both believers and skeptics alike. But the impact of Chariots of the Gods goes beyond entertainment. It has also influenced the way we approach the study of ancient history and archaeology. While many of von Däniken's claims have been debunked or dismissed by mainstream scholars, his work has nonetheless encouraged a more open-minded approach to the study of the past. It has reminded us that history is not always as straightforward as it seems, and that there may be more to our origins than we realize. More than 5 decades after the publication of Chariots of the Gods, Erich von Däniken's legacy continues to be felt. His work has sparked a global conversation about the possibility of extraterrestrial contact and the role it may have played in shaping human history. But how has von Däniken's work evolved over the years, and what does the future hold for the ancient astronaut theory? Since the publication of Chariots of the Gods, von Däniken has continued to explore the mysteries of the past, publishing numerous books and giving lectures around the world. While his ideas remain controversial, he has built a dedicated following of believers who are convinced that there is more to our history than meets the eye. Von Däniken himself remains committed to his theory, arguing that the evidence for ancient astronaut contact is too compelling to be ignored. In recent years, advances in technology have provided new tools for exploring the mysteries of the past. Satellite imagery, for example, has revealed previously unknown structures and patterns in ancient landscapes, prompting new questions about their origins and purpose. Genetic research has also shed light on the migration patterns of ancient peoples, providing new insights into the spread of civilization. While these discoveries have not necessarily supported von Däniken's theories, they have nonetheless contributed to a growing sense that there is still much we do not know about our history. Looking to the future, the ancient astronaut theory continues to inspire both scholarly research and popular culture. New generations of researchers are re-examining the evidence with fresh eyes, while writers, filmmakers, and artists continue to draw on von Däniken's ideas for inspiration. Whether or not we ever find definitive proof of extraterrestrial contact, von Däniken's work has left an indelible mark on our understanding of the past. As we reflect on the legacy of Chariots of the Gods, we are reminded that history is not just a collection of facts and dates, but a living narrative that is constantly being rewritten. Von Däniken's vision has challenged us to think beyond the boundaries of what we know and to consider the possibility that the truth may be far stranger than we ever imagined. As we close this chapter on Erich von Däniken's groundbreaking work, we are left with a profound sense of wonder and curiosity. Chariots of the Gods may not have all the answers, but it has certainly opened the door to questions that will continue to intrigue and inspire us for generations to come. Whether you believe in the possibility of ancient astronauts or not, von Däniken's work serves as a reminder that the search for truth is an ongoing journey, one that takes us from the depths of the past to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. Join us next time as we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, where the known and the unknown intertwine, and where every discovery leads to new questions. Until then, keep your mind open and never stop asking, what if?